Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to the channel Mathematics by Larry Panjwani. In today's class, we will cover the topic simultaneous equation. So today class topic is simultaneous equation. This is the topic we will cover in this class. In simultaneous equation, we have two types of question. One is linear equations will be given to you. Both are linear equation. We can say that both are linear equation. What are linear equation? So basically, the equation which have highest power 1 is known as linear equation. And the second we have one is linear equation and the other is non-linear. So we will see what type of linear equation, what type of non-linear equation. And we have three methods to solve simultaneous equation. First, we have two types of question can come in paper. One is both linear equation will be given to you, and second is one linear and one non-linear equation will be given to you. So first we will explain you what are linear equations. So if we see linear equation, so simply the equation which has highest power one, that is called linear equation. For example, ax plus by minus c equal to 0. So you can see that in this equation, the highest power is 1 in the variable. So we can say that it's a linear equation. Or we can say that y is equal to mx plus c. This is also considered as a linear equation. So what are non-linear equation? Non-linear equation are equation which has power more than 1. Maybe we can say that square, cube. So we can say ax square plus bx plus c. So these are considered as a non-linear equation. Okay. Now we can solve this question by three methods. We have three method to solve this question, but we will cover two methods that is included in the course. Method one is elimination method. In methods, the first method is elimination and the second method is substitution. The last method is not required to do. Last is basically graphical method. It's not included, so we will not do the graphical method. So now we will solve one question, and we see I will solve the question with elimination and substitution method both. Okay, so you will understand how they are different and how to solve using some simultaneously using elimination or substitution method. In paper, there is no restriction. You can apply any one method. It's up to you. Okay, in paper there is no restriction. Okay, the question will always come that solve the simultaneous equation. That's it. For example, the question is if I have a question is 2x plus 5y equal to 24, 4x plus 3y equal to 20. This is the question I have right now, and I have to solve this question. First, I will solve this question by elimination method. Okay, so first I'm applying elimination method. So what is elimination method? In elimination method, what we need to do, we have to cancel out the one variable. We have two variables. Simultaneous equation, we have in the simultaneous equation, we have to find the value of x and y, the variable that is given in the equation. And we have two variable x and y in both the equation. So we have to make any one variable same. You can see that this is 2x and this is 4x. This is 5y and this is 3y. In both equation, the variable x has different coefficient and the variable y has different coefficient. So what you need to do, you have to make a coefficient same. So what I will do, I will multiply this equation by 2. Why I am multiplying this equation by 2? Now you will see when I multiply this equation by 2, this will become 4x plus 10y. 2 will multiply with each term and this will become 48. Now you can see that as I multiply the equation by 2, now you can see that the value of x become the same. The coefficient of x become the same. Now this is the equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Equation 1 is basically updated equation. Now you can see that x is same. So in elimination method, The first step is to make any variable same. We have done that. Now the next step is we have to subtract or add these both equation and cancel out the 4x, because the same variable is x, so we have to cancel out. You can see that this is 4x and this is 4x, both are positive, so I will subtract equation 1 by 2. So when we subtract the equation, the sign of second equation will always change. This is positive 4x, it will become negative. This is positive 3y, this will become negative. This is positive 20, this will become negative. Now, positive 4x and negative 4x, this will be cancelled out. Positive 10y, negative 3y, this will become 7y. 48 minus 20 will give us 28. Now 7 will goes to other side and divide. 28 divided by 7. So the value of y will be 4. So this is known as a method of elimination. So we got the value of y. Now how we will get the value of x? We have to put the value of y in any one of equation. We have two equations, so we have to put the value of y any one of the equation and we will get the value of x. I am putting the value of y in equation number 2. So 4x plus 3y has the value 4. So I will put 4 here is equal to 20. 4x 3 4 the 12 is equal to 20. 4x 20 minus 12 will give us 8. So 4x is equal to 8. 8 divided by 4 will give us 2. So the value of x and y is 2. So I hope you understand the method of elimination. This is called a method of elimination. In elimination, the first step is to make the variable same. Any one of the variable you have to make a same by multiplying with any number. And when the variable are same, we can say the variable coefficient are same, then we have to add and subtract. Add or subtract, it depend on the condition. So we have to cancel out that variable, then the one variable value will get. Okay, so I hope everything is clear in this. There is no confusion. Now I will do one more question, but now I will solve that question using substitution method. Now I will apply substitution method. The question is 4x minus y equal to 9. 2x minus 3y equal to negative 23. Now what is substitution method? In substitution method, we have to substitute the value of one variable into another equation. What does it mean? For example, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Okay. I am considering the equation 1 right now, 4x minus y equal to 9. Now I am moving 9 to this side and y to this side. So what will happen? 4x minus 9 equal to y. You can see that this equation says that y will be equal to 4x minus 9. This means the value of y is y equal to 4x minus 9. So what I will do now, I will put this y value in equation number 2 because I made y equal to 4x minus 9 using first equation. So I will put the value of y in equation number 2. 2x minus 3. Now y will be replaced. This y will be replaced by the value, that is 4x minus 9 is equal to minus 23. Now we have to simplify this. Negative 3 will be multiplied in the bracket, so negative 12x and negative 3 multiplied by negative 9, so positive 27 is equal to negative 23. 2x minus, so minus 10x. 23 will goes to other side, so it will also subtract. So this will become minus 50. This sign will be cancelled out. 10 will goes to other side and divide. 0 will be cancelled out. So the value of x is 5. Now we got the value of x. So how we can get the value of y? We have to put the value of x in this equation. Y is equal to 4. We will replace x by 5 because we got the value 5. So y is 5 4 the 20. 20 minus 9. Y is equal to 11. So this is how we can solve the equation using substitution method. So this is the basically type number 1. Both the equation are linear and we apply both the method elimination and substitution both. So I hope there is no confusion in this method. You will find the practice question on the description. You have to just download that file and you will have to solve that file. It will be very helpful for you. Now we will see the basically second type of question, that is linear and non-linear. So we will see one example how to solve linear and non-linear. For example, the question is y is equal to x square, and the second equation is y is equal to x plus 6. For example, the question is this. So in linear and non-linear equation, we have to apply uh, substitution method. We cannot apply linear method directly in this part, because you can see that this is linear equation, this is non-linear, so it is difficult to cut down the value and solve this question. We can do that, but the easier way is to use substitution method in these types of question. So for example, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. So now you can see that y is equal to x square. So I am putting this y value in the second equation. Okay, because y is equal to x square, so I will replace this y by x square. So now it will become x square is equal to x plus 6. Now this will transfer to this side, so x square minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, and one more thing is very important, I will explain you at the end. Now you can see that the equation become x square minus 6 minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Now you can see this is a quadratic form, so we have to apply middle term break. We already done the middle term break in the previous video. I already explained you algebraic. We have done the algebraic topic, so we have covered the middle term break in that class. So I hope you have to go through that video. Now how to do middle term break? I'm explaining again. First coefficient will be multiplied by last coefficient. So we have negative 6. So we have to identify the two number. When we multiply that number, this will give us negative 6. And when we add or subtract that number, so this will give us a negative 1, because at the middle you can see that this is negative 1 because there is no coefficient between 1. So now the number we have is, we can take negative 3 and 2. Okay, x square minus 3x minus 2x minus 6. It is important for all of you to go through the algebraic topic video, because I already explained the middle term break concept. Now we have to take common, so the common we have in this x minus 3, and this negative 2 is common, so x, okay, we have the positive 2, sorry, I'm mistaken, right, 3 equal to 0. These two brackets are same, so x minus 3 and x plus 2 equal to 0. Now both the factors are equal to 0, so I will take both the factor separately equal to 0. So x will be equal to negative 3 and x will be equal to negative 2. You can see that in the previous question both are linear equations, so I got one value of x and one value of y. Right now you can see that this there is a one linear and there is a one non-linear equation, so I get two values of x. Now how I can find the value of y? I have to put the value of x any one of the equation. So the simplest equation is the first equation, that is y is equal to x square. The value of x is negative 3. Negative 3 square will be 9. So the value of y is 9. And the next is y is equal to negative 2 whole square. So the value of y will be 4. So why we are getting the double value in this? Because the first one equation is linear, one is quadratic. So if I represent one linear and one quadratic equation in graphical view, so you can see that the graph will be made like this. The quadratic shape is like this. When we solve the quadratic shape in the graphical, so it will look like this. And when we apply linear, so it will look like this. So you can see that the linear line will be intersect with quadratic line two times. So that's why you can see that we got the value of two values of x and two values of y. This is basically a way of method. So I hope everything is clear in this concept. If you have any question, you can ask me. So we have done the simultaneous equation. You will get the practice question in the description. You can download that file and do practice. If you have any confusion, any query, you can ask me, or you can just mail me the question as well. So inshallah, I will try to make a separate video that. Right now, topic is completed. Inshallah, next video we will do the new topic. Allah Hafiz.